Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over classic Sonic the Hedgehog with item box accessory and modern Tails with Miles electric accessory from Jakks Pacific. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. So here is classic Sonic in the box with his accessory. He looks really awesome and cool. We also have on the back classic Sonic with articulation points and the other figures in the wave. Alright, let's take a look at classic Sonic. So here's classic Sonic with his item box. Let's check him out. I love the eyes on classic Sonic, or at least it's pretty interesting. He does have two pupils there. He has his nose. It looks really awesome. His mouth is really nicely done. I love the little teeth and how it's kind of open a little bit in the corner. His quills are very cool. There's a little scratch over here, whatever this is, a molding error perhaps or something. They look really nice though, and they're iconic. Very wonderful. His ears are great. They have a nice pointed look to them, but they're rounded on the edges, which is very good. His body is rounded, speaking of which. Just a big circle, a couple quills in the back, and a tail. Very nice. Doesn't move or anything at all. The arms are very noodly and kind of squirmy. They're little just small arms. The legs are a little chunkier at least. The gloves and shoes have similar design attributes to them. There's a fist and a holding hand. His shoes are very nicely done. On this side, not so much though. That's a shame, but they are pretty good. And his legs are a little bit chunkier than his arms. That's good for him, and he just looks great. This is classic Sonic, and he looks awesome. Classic Sonic also comes in the accessory, this monitor with a sticker on the front. It's nicely done. Has a seam over here, kind of weird. Also has a little stand that I believe is octagonal. I'm not sure how many sides this is. Correct me in the comments. With a little hole over here for porting into bases and stuff, like the Flying Battery, Green Hill Zone, Studiopolis, things like that. And the sticker on the front is of many names. It can either be the Power Sneakers, or the Speed Shoes, or Speed Up, Super Shoes, Speed Boots, Fleet Feet, High Speed, Sneakers, Shoe, or High Speed Shoes. It can be anything in the world of Sonic the Hedgehog. But whatever name you call it, it makes you go fast. And you know what Sonic says? Gotta go fast. Here is the shoe power-up next to the other classic Sonic power-ups. We have the ring power-up, the life power-up, and the shield power-up. They all look really nice together. Yes, it's the same mold with a sticker, but I do love it. Even though it could be a print and not a sticker, that still kind of bugs me, but these are all nice looking and really awesome. Now next time, let's get invincible, shall we? As far as articulation goes for classic Sonic, the head can go around this far, all the way around to 360 if you'd like. You can go up this far and down with this arm, up this far and down with this arm, swivel all the way around and swivel all the way almost around. You got to move it around a little bit because his quills are in the way. Sometimes it swivels here on this leg as well as this leg. You can go up this far and to the splits on both legs very nicely, but up isn't really that great. Back is where it excels in movement. Very nicely done for that. You do get a single knee joint going this far for both legs. Not really as good as I thought it would be. It could be a little bit better. For a guy who runs, you do get a swivel this far and some nice pivot and up and down as well. Up this far, down this far. Nice little everything all around. It is a ball joint, as you can see. Popping it back in is pretty simple. You do the same with the hands at least and back in. Yeah, that's pretty nice. You also get two peg holes at the bottom of the feet. It's very nicely done figure and looks very accurate to the games. Classic Sonic is wonderful. Classic Sonic stands at just under 4 inches tall or so next to the Laughing Sonic, Open Mouth Sonic, and another classic Sonic. Yeah, this classic Sonic we've been seeing this whole time has been a dupe, a reuse of this Sonic over here. The least they could have done is give him opposite fists and holding hands. You could put them on this Sonic, which is the best one. The old Sonic is way better. The paint matches the arms. This is too light. This is too dark. This is way too dark. This first one's the winner. If you can track it down, it's way better. But this one will do in a pinch, I guess, if you want, but it's pretty inaccurate. And also, here's Jesse Hecht Creative. Wow, thanks for the power-up, classic Sonic. Hey, you want to see me jet over there and jet back? You want to see me do it again? Ha-ha! I'm super fast, like a hawk! Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. So here's Tails in the packaging with his accessory. On the back, we have a picture of Tails' articulation over here and the other figures in the wave. And now let's take a look at Tails out of the box. So here's Tails with the Miles Electric accessory. Let's check him out. Tails looks adorable here. We have his beautiful big round eyes with the blues in them that are really awesomely done. A slight smile, button nose, large ears that are really awesome and wonderful. They have some really nice gray in them and it looks great. I'm very happy with that. Little frills on his head for his hair. Sticks out, really cute. Similar to the little frills we have over here for his whiskers and his chest. The back of the head is pretty okay. It's just fine, but the rest of him is pretty solid. His body looks very nice. The arms are of a good width and length. The same with the legs are very sort of squat. He's a very squat kind of character. His shoes are also squat too. They're not pointed like Sonic's, but they're similar colors and they're pretty good. There also is some kind of weird splotching over here. I did not notice that until just now, and I'll get it all off later on off camera. So after doing some scratching off camera, there is some scratches over here, but that'll be fine. I'm cool with this. It's alright. At least the paint is gone from there, happily enough. His shoes look really nice with those treads on the bottom. That's a good detail. His hands are pretty symmetrical with the holding motion, and we also have his two tails over here that work really well and look like they're spinning. It's very nicely done, and I love how these are done where it isn't paint over here. It's just part of the sculpt. Sure, there's a seam line right there and there, but you couldn't really tell at a distance that much, and it works well for the figure. This Tails is awesome and highly recommended. Get him. I love this dude. He's adorable. He does come with the Miles Electric accessory, an accessory that is personalized to him and him only, basically. He uses this for everything under the sun, technologically wise. It's wonderful and really great. I love how this thing looks. So much detail put into it. I'm very glad and super happy. This is awesome. The antenna on the top is really great. It is translucent material over here. We have a nice teal little like antenna over here coming out of the dish, which is really nice. Some good orange over here with black and then more orange for the clip. I wish this could come off because in the game you only see this, I believe. We have another little antenna over here and here in the same teal as the top one. Shows their antennas. We have a nice readout on the front. This is every single ending you can get in Shadow the Hedgehog with every combination, but only the first quarter of them. So yeah, we also have a little gamepad looking directional arrows over here. Sort of a start and stop button over here. Some more buttons over there. It reminds me a lot of a Wii U gamepad. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. We have a little handle over here, and on the back we have some nice blue with some more wires sticking out, some more buttons on the back for like trigger buttons, and a button over here on the top with a red wire going over here. Make sure you cut the red wire and not the blue one if you want to disable this thing. But it's really nice. My only downside is that it gets a little bit glinty in some lighting conditions. If you can see the light pop off of it every once in a while, like here, yeah, it's hard to see in some places. I think this is actually one big sticker. I wish it was an actual print. That would make it way better. But it's a really incredibly nicely done piece and well worth getting this Tails. It's just so awesome and great. I also kind of wish there was one more handle on this side. I don't know, whatever. But it's super awesome and incredibly generous of Jakks to give us this personalized accessory for our little furry friend Fox. As far as getting Tails to hold it, it's pretty easy. These hands are remold, so it's kind of gummy. Just sort of force it in there and you're good. That's basically it. You can have him hold it like this in this hand, showing it to people and stuff like that. This is really cute. Oh my gosh, his eyes are framed in such a nice place. You can also have it held in the other hand by sticking it like this and then moving it over a little bit. You can even, I think, get him to hold it with two hands, but you may actually have his hand fall off. Getting him to hold it with two hands is somewhat of a Herculean task. You really have to move the arms around in a strange configuration, but I got it done and it looks kind of nice. His head isn't really in the right spot to view it that well, and his hand does come out of the arm a lot, but you can have him hold it with enough finagling and enough balancing. He looks really cute holding it too. This is pretty nice. I kind of like it. You can also have him hold it, showing off that he got a quarter of the endings in Shadow the Hedgehog. As far as articulation goes for Tails, the head can spin around this far all the way around if you wanted to, but that would be kind of weird. We do get up this far and down all the way around. Just watch out for those whiskers a little bit. You get a swivel over here and then up and down and then left and right. Some nice pivoting and everything. It is on a ball joint, which is pretty cool. Just pop that back in and you're all good. You do get a helicopter motion at the tail for left and right. It works out really nicely and pretty well. Doesn't really come in contact with his head that much or his legs, which works out fine. You could pose it at any angle angle you want for him. You can also get his leg up this far and down back this far. You do get a swivel at the top over here and a knee going this much, 90 degrees or so. The legs can also go really up far very nicely in these splits. That's pretty awesome and wonderful. Looks great for him. We do get a swivel right over here and up and down, a pivot all the way around. Again, it's another ball joint, which is wonderful. And we get 2 pegos at the bottom of the feet. This is a really nice figure. I love the articulation on Tails, and he just looks great. I'm really happy with this one. Very nicely done, Jack. Very nicely done. Tails stands at about 3 1/4 inches tall or so, next to the previous Tails we've seen and Neon Tails. And while the previous Tails we've seen and Neon Tails both take after each other, this new Tails is phenomenal. It's actually pretty much perfect. We have 2 holding hands for holding anything and stuff like that, like inventions and whatnot. We also have some really nice articulation on him and better eyes too. The eyes are much better on this one compared to the previous 2. They're like looking up all kind of doe-eyed. This was looking forward, very straight on, confident and wonderful. This Tails is a replacement of the previous one. It's just so much better in every possible way. Sure, I'm still going to keep Neon Tails, but this Tails in the center I may actually get rid of from my collection. And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. Alright Tails, let's see what you got here, buddy. Oh, this new invention. Well, it isn't really silver like I thought it would be, and, you know, you only got NES games running on here, so it isn't really super at all. Wow, that's kind of a bummer, you know? Not what I expected to see on this kind of platform you got here. That's kind of a shame, Tails. That's kind of a shame. Overall, while these figures are remolds, one of them is more worth it than the other, especially if you like accessories. Classic Sonic is pretty good. He isn't the best. I would think they would fix him by making his stomach brighter and his hands the opposite of what they are right now, but they didn't, so if you need a Classic Sonic for the shelf, this is a good one to get, especially because the other one is out of print, yet it's much better. The item box he comes with, the Super Shoes, is really great. They look wonderful, and let's keep those item boxes coming. Modern Tails is really good as well. I love those hands. They're awesome. The eyes are much better painted, and this is a upgrade from the previous figure, so you don't need that one. Get this one, especially because he comes with his own accessory, the Miles Electric. It's awesome and really well done. I love the paint on it. The sculpt is wonderful, and my only complaint is that there's a sticker instead of an actual print on it, but that doesn't dissuade me from loving this thing even more. I would definitely recommend getting Tails, the whole package right over here, and Sonic only if you want the accessory or you don't have a Classic Sonic for your shelf. I know a lot of you were expecting something else with this review, but make no mistake that next time you won't be bored. So which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.